I consider myself a people person.
100% a people person. Any room he walks into, he knows he's gonna grab attention.
He literally walks through the door sometimes humming and singing and is like, hey guys.
When you meet him, you remember him.
I'm having the most fun in my career.
He loves to laugh. He loves to have fun.
He's a goof. My dad is the biggest goof ever.
They send out company-wide emails, he sends them out, whatnot, and he always signs them differently. Like, he'll sign them from your Pharaoh or from your Starship Commander.
He calls me Captain Mark.
I don't mean to like overly brag, but I really haven't ever met someone that doesn't like my dad. He's very outgoing, relatable.
He makes you feel like he's known you for 20 years.
I was born in St. Louis, grew up on the other side of the river in Centerville, Illinois. I have a mom and dad. My parents are actually still with me and still with us. They're 92 and 90.
Grew up in a great family. His dad and mom had great values. They passed them on to him.
They grew up in a tough neighborhood, but my grandpa worked 3 jobs to put them through.
Mom and dad are the influences in our lives, so it starts with them. Learned all the core values, learned about discipline, learned about love.
Grandparents grew up in Little Rock during segregation, so I think that also kind of contributed to his character.
So if you think about at the time when I grew up, you didn't have a lot of leeway to do things the wrong way. The consequences were pretty significant. And so my parents, particularly my father, made sure that we walked the fine line of what's right and stayed away from what's wrong.
And for Rod Young, what was right meant getting a great education at what is now Truman University. He dreamed one day of playing pro basketball, but after watching his 2 older brothers find success in business, he knew that life had more to offer.
So I saw other options other than sports. So I always had a plan. I think that's one of the things that observing them as the youngest and watching, so I didn't put all my eggs in one basket.
Rod Young had 4 job offers when he graduated from college and began working as a salesman for a pharmaceutical company, and from there built a career in the health industry.
He's always had a vision of where he wanted to be.
Helping people with their health, making a difference in one's overall health and wellness has been important. There's 120 different medical conditions that can be detected in the mouth, because the ultimate goal is if we can keep your mouth healthy, you can probably keep part of your overall health healthy also.
He has confidence in his leadership.
For me, success is really kind of an indirect output of some of the good things that we do for people.
It would be silly of us not to take his advice and learn from him because he has experienced so much.
Rod became CEO and president of Delta Dental Minnesota in 2012 and has since grown the insurance company to one of the largest dental benefit providers in the country, with more than $1 billion in revenue and serving nearly 5 million members.
His growth has been, I think, just a function of his wanting to learn. He has an appetite for learning.
The more you read, the more that you get your degree, you listen, you talk, you pay attention, you ask questions. You ask questions with the intention that you want to learn.
Rod's leadership style, he's very participative, very inclusive with his management. He wants their opinions, he wants them involved.
He loves to say hi to people, he loves to acknowledge people, he loves to have conversations with people, and I think in the business world, it's the same thing. He loves surrounding himself with people he loves and trusts.
And he is just more than willing to help anyone and everyone.
If you don't help, we repeat history, and unfortunately we sometimes repeat the bad parts of history. And so you have to help those that are coming behind you so that they can lead going forward.
Delta is a good fit for Rod because it combines the community, the nonprofit, the business side together. I think deep down, Rod feels incredibly fortunate to be where he is.
I sit here in front of you, honored and privileged to be the leader of the nation's largest dental insurance company. That's quite an honor. I've led 2 publicly traded medical device companies, quite an honor. If by seeing someone like me do that, others are inspired to do that, that would be a good legacy to leave behind.